Hello and welcome to the second channel for Tales from the Trip. I'm your host, the Trip Keeper, and on today's video, I'm going to talk about why I decided to quit drinking. Now, I wasn't a big liquor guy. I didn't drink a lot of liquor. I used to when I turned 21, even before I turned 21, I would get Tito's vodka. I'd have a coworker buy it for me, when I was before I turned 21, and I would drink that. Then when I turned 21, that was when I was a severe alcoholic. I was drinking so much. I would buy like a bottle a week of whiskey or tequila or something like that. And it would be, I would just feel like shit every morning, but I would get so drunk and hammered at night. Like I would be so fucking drunk. That was for a while when I turned 21. And my mom was getting upset with me because it was liquor. She's like, "You can't be drinking that stuff." I'm like, "I know, but it's just so good." And I was drinking just a lot. And yeah. But that subsided a little bit. I started to stop buying it. It slowly decreased a little bit. Buy a bottle like once every month or something, and then it just became to the point where I wasn't buying any bottles. The most recent thing I bought was like a bottle of 1800. This was a couple weeks ago, and I drank it because I wanted to get more drunk. Because beers they get you, like, they make you feel good, but if you have to drink a lot to be drunk. At least for me, because my tolerance probably got so high. Like 3 beers, I'll feel like I can function off of that. Like I feel like I could still work and drive and do stuff. Like, not that I would do that, but like I'm just saying that I could, because it's just like my tolerance was so high. So like I can drink that, but that's why I wanted to drink liquor. And then also Shandon I was buying a lot recently. I would have a couple glasses of that. And yeah, I would try to just get drunk. That's the only thing that made me happy really recently. And I realized it was a problem, so I had to stop. Yeah, and I was drinking probably 6 to 7 times a week. Now there's times where, I was drinking every day during the week. That's not good. After work, I'd have beers. It would mostly be beers. Like I would barely buy liquor, and like I said, about the Shandon a little bit, but it would mostly be Miller High Lifes or Coors Banquets. Recently it was Coors Banquets, but Miller High Lifes was always my thing. Shout out Miller High Life. I still love the beer. Don't get me wrong, but there's still 3 in my refrigerator right now. They're not, and it's just staring at me. So I have this app called I Am Sober. You guys should download it if you guys are thinking about quitting something. I I am. Let's see here. Oops. No, I don't want to buy a plan. So currently, right now, at this very moment, I am 8 days, 18 hours, 47 minutes, and 23 seconds clean from alcohol. And the kratom, I'm 4 months, 13 days, 5 hours, 47 minutes, and 30 seconds clean from that. So, yeah, it feels weird to not be drinking for 8 days. Usually, it just became a part of my life, just to fucking go home and drink, or, do whatever. Like, it helped me make videos. It would, when I would do these Trip Keeper videos, make it more fun. Live streams were a lot more fun with it. Like it was a lot of fun. I'm definitely gonna miss it, dude. I'm really gonna miss it. I don't know if I'm ever gonna take a drink again. If I do take a drink, I'm afraid that it's gonna lead me down another path where I go drink again and again and again. And I would hate that. I would really hate that. And Ozzy and Pickles are coming up here. Hello, Ozzy and Pickles. What are you guys doing? But yeah, no, it feels weird not to be drinking. But yeah, I was drinking almost every day. I'd say average 6.5 times per week, because there was a lot of times where I was drinking every day per week. And this was like 3 to 4 beers. And I would purposely not eat food. Just so I can get drunk. I would eat like food after I drank, after I drank the 3 to 4 beers, eventually. But before that, I would just eat on an empty stomach, or I would just drink on an empty stomach, and I would want to just feel, because you'd feel more drunk, you feel more tipsy, and it felt really good. But yeah, that was not good. And it's really, especially, with me taking medication that I'm taking two medications right now. Three, well, yeah, three different ones. And it's not, taking that every day. Like I would take my Abilify, my Lexapro, and I would swallow it with a beer. I would sometimes, not every day, it wouldn't be like that, but I would take it. There would be times where I'd forget to take it, like on my days off, I'd forget to take it when I woke up, because usually I would take my medication in the morning before I go to work. So that's like at 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning. But if I'm on my day off, I forget to take it, and it's like already 1 o'clock. I'm like, oh shit, I forgot to take it. And then, it's 1 o'clock. So I'm like, it's kind of late enough for a beer now. So I drink a beer, I'd take it, take it down. I remember I brought my medication to Panini's, and I was with my friend. And it was in my shirt pocket, and I brought it out, and I got a Miller High Life before we got wings, and I just swallowed the pills with it. So yeah, that was a really bad habit of mine, to do that. But I'm glad that's why I had to stop, because it was becoming a very big issue with that, and just feeling like crap. I had a lot of times where I'd wake up in the morning where I did not want to get up, and it's like, dude, I probably should not have drank last night. And I'd be saying that every day. Although beers don't. I never really I haven't had a hangover in a long time. The last hangover that was really bad was last year. I was hungover for 2 fucking days, because I mixed promethazine with liquor, and oh my god, dude, I was out like a light for like 2 fucking days, dude. I was bedridden. I felt like I had COVID or the flu. That's how bad it was. It was so bad. But yeah, that was the worst hangover I think I've ever had in my life. I never realized how bad a hangover could get. Like the last 2 fucking days. 2 days, dude. That's a lot. But yeah, no, beers never really gave me hangovers. So like that's why I like drinking them, because I wasn't getting them, and I could wake up in the morning like I'd feel like crap a little bit, but I wouldn't feel like how I would on liquor. So yeah, that was a benefit of drinking beer, but you're still drinking 3 to 4 beers each day, and yeah, that's not good. Sometimes drink five. I would drink 5 beers. I would just go one after another, after another, after another. I try not to drink as many, because I don't want to have to go pee in the middle of the night and wake up. I hate doing that. Luckily, I don't do that right now. Past 8 days, when I wake up in the morning, I gotta go. But like I don't get up in the middle of the night like I used to. So yeah, that helps out a lot, and it probably helps out my liver. My liver's probably like, thank you, Lord Jesus, dude, for stopping that. Like I was literally on my last leg. My liver was just begging me to stop. And he whispered in my ear saying, thank you so much for stopping. And yeah, so my liver was like talking to me in the middle of the night, dude. So hallucinating that shit while I was drinking. Yeah, my liver was like gave me a big thank you. But yeah, also, there's a lot of factors why into this next thing, but like gaining weight, I feel like, there's 100, I think it's 141 calories in like a Miller High Life. That shit adds up. That shit really adds up. I wasn't really thinking about it, but like, yeah, you get severe beer bellies. So, drinking, even though I wasn't eating a lot, I was still drinking. So that was like putting, if I was drinking 3 to 4 of them, 140, 280, 420, 420 calories to 560, or if it's 141, it'd be like 564 or something. But yeah, 423 calories to 564 calories per day, and sometimes there'd be more. Sometimes be that, and then yeah, so that adds up. But I think I was gaining weight because of it. Trying to slim down a little bit. I do not want to be at a weight like I was when I went to the doctors. I weighed 187, dude. That's like, what the fuck? When did that happen? So I started freaking out. So that's made me like conscious about what I eat. And yeah, I try to limit myself, but I try to eat good. Trying to eat better now. But yeah, so without beer in the picture, like that helps out a lot. And I never like drinking and eating because that just made me feel like shit. Like after I ate, like I would not drink. So that's why I would always have to drink before, because I can enjoy it. But when I would eat and drink, like my stomach just did not agree with that, and I just felt like total shit. So like I would not want to do that. Like I don't know how people drink beers and eat burgers, wings, fucking pizza. Like, oh god, I don't know how people do that shit, dude. That's like so greasy and juicy. Like it's not good. It's not good to do that. But I would drink it if I drink it before. I can handle it. But drinking a beer while you're eating it, that's just a whole different story. Like I cannot do that. But yeah, no, it just my drinking also became just a bad habit and normalized. Like it's just like, yeah, I've been drinking. You want to have a Miller High Life? Sure, I'll have a Miller High Life. Yeah, it just became a bad habit doing it every single day. Um, and it's just it's wild that I just became so normalized to do it that nothing, like it just made it part of my life. It became a part of my life. It became family almost. Like the beer was family. I was buying it. Even the fucking lady at Giant Eagle, she knows that I'm buying Miller High Life. She's like, oh, I should have known you were here. Because she has to scan it, get my ID and scan the fucking thing. Well, now she doesn't because she knows I'm over 21. But that was really kind of embarrassing when she said that. She's like, I forgot exactly what she said, but she was like, oh, I should have known. That because she wasn't like coming to my register. Like I scanned it and I was waiting for a long time and she was just standing there. But she knows I buy Miller High Life every time I go grocery shopping, buy a 12-pack, and she always scans it to because you got to scan it and get a assistant to do it. But yeah, she knows I buy that. And that was kind of embarrassing. It was kind of like, damn, like I buy it that much that she knows that I'm like a regular customer who buys Miller High Life. Hi, Ozzy. What are you doing? Yeah? What are you doing? You want to say something to the microphone? No? Okay. Um, and yeah, I've always been drinking since high school, man. I remember the first time I had real liquor. Oh my god, dude, that was an experience. I was like 14 or something, and I just kept throwing up, dude. I just kept throwing up. Ozzy, move out of the way. I We would just mix all these different liquors into a cup, and I would just drink it. I wouldn't even have any like mixer drink in it. It would just be all different sort of liquors. Oh, Ozzy's chasing the midge. Oh, he ate it. He ate the midge. Good job. Did it taste good? Did it taste good, Ozzy? Okay. But yeah, no, it would be like a full. Just think of a full like draft of beer, but instead of beer, just replace that with all different types of whiskeys, tequilas, gins. Just put that all in it and fill it to the top. I had like 2 of those the first time I had real liquor. And dude, I was throwing up so much. I threw up on the ground. My friend had to clean it up at the time. And I just felt like shit, dude. Oh my God, that was so horrible. I'd never been so drunk in my entire life. I can't believe I survived that. But yeah, but that didn't stop me. I was like, ooh, alcohol's still fun. It's not poison. Yeah, so I just kept drinking. I always would try to find a drink. I'd always, try to get that next drink. And when I became 18, 19 years old, that's when I started becoming a heavy drinker. I would start getting alcohol and drinking it almost every day, like boxed wines. Oh yeah, also I would drink those vibe drinks recently. I would drink those. Those are like 12% alcohol. I have like those, and that would get me drunk. I like to buy those. Those were a lot of fun. But yeah, no, I would get all these different types of beers, and then I would buy Parrot Bay rum, and then I would just drink it straight. And then, yeah, no, I would be drunk all the time. I would be drunk all the time, and I've always been just drinking, and it's just not healthy at all. Uh, I feel like even though I drink, I'm drinking 6 to 7 times a week. As of the past, like how many months, I don't know. It's been a long time. Like I feel like with the beer, that's better than drinking liquor, but it's still bad. It's still really bad. But it just I used to be so hungover from all that stuff. But beers, yeah, they don't really make me hungover. You got to drink like a whole bunch. But yeah, I've always been drinking. I've always been drinking ever since I was a kid. Yeah, not like a kid, but like teenager. And yeah, it's poison. It's just not good for you. It's literal poison. Like we put poison inside of our bodies, and it alters our mind, and it makes us go crazy. Like these alcohol is not a safe drug. Uh, People have it's like so socially acceptable in society, and it's really a problem. People just drink all the time. Like I know people who are drinkers, heavier drinker than me, uh, and it's sad because your brain cells just disappear, your mind is deteriorating, your liver is just like saying fuck you. And you can't be drinking every day. You just cannot, especially if you're taking medication like me, dude. It would make me more drunk, I think, when I was taking the medication with it. I just did not give a fuck. I really did not care. So yeah, I'm still recovering from it. Like I said, it's been 8 days since I had my last drink. The longest I've gone without drinking alcohol before now was like a day. Like a day, maybe 2 days at the most. And that was like a while ago. I don't even remember how long it's been. But yeah, my friends and psychiatrists, they were getting worried. Like I just had my psychiatrist appointment today at work because I accidentally scheduled it. I thought, because I was off last Thursday and I thought I was scheduling it for that day, but I scheduled it for this Thursday and I worked, and I'm off the weekend now, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So yeah, that's exciting. But I sat in the Speedway parking lot and I did my appointment, and I was telling her, she's very proud of me. She says she's very proud of me because I quit gambling in February, so that's been a while. I quit kratom in July, and now I quit alcohol 8 days ago. And she said I got a lot of strong willpower, and I am very very proud of you. And I was like, thank you, that means a lot. To hear that, from your psychiatrist, because you got, it's better to be honest. You don't want to sometimes be honest because you're afraid to tell them, like, that you're drinking all the time. Like I wasn't giving the full, rundown of how much I was drinking. I said I was drinking like 4 to 5 times a week, but that was a lie because I was drinking more than that. I was just saying that because I didn't want her to think I was going crazy. Drinking 4 times a week, that would be better. If I could do that and manage that, like that's still a lot, but that would be better than drinking every day, And my best friend, he's always been concerned about my drinking, and he's happy that I'm stopping. And yeah, so it feels weird, it feels really weird, that I don't have a beer. Like I don't know if I'm even craving beer. Like I don't feel like I am. Like it wasn't very hard to quit. I'll say that much, even though I was drinking every day. But, I do have times where I'm just like, damn, I kind of want a Miller High Life right now. So I don't know, non-alcoholic beer, I might start drinking that because I just like the taste of beer. Like some people don't like beer at all. Like they hate the taste of beer. But for me, I love the taste of beer. And people don't like kombucha. I love kombucha. So that, it's different for everybody. It's really different for everybody. But that's the main gist of why I quit drinking. And yeah, I just want to put that out there, make a video on it, explain it, and yeah, be done with it. Also, tomorrow I'm live streaming the Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson fight on my main channel. So yeah, check that out at 7 o'clock Eastern time. So yeah, be ready for that. That'll be a fun time. Just like the election live stream, we're gonna be on there. I don't know how long it's gonna be. Like there's gonna be pre-fights with other people on there. I know there's two women fighting. men fighting, and then the main event. Who knows? It probably will happen at like 10 o'clock or something. I really don't know, but we'll be on there and be live streaming it. I will see what I can do, what I can display on the screen while it's happening. I definitely can't display the fight because that would be illegal. But yeah, so I'll try to find something that would be interesting, like maybe like a scoreboard or something. I don't know. So is there a scoreboard for boxing? I really don't know. Only time I watch fights are like when it's a big fight like this. I wish I was into fights. It seems like a very interesting thing, but I just can't get into it for some reason. I just can't. I really want to get into the UFC. Like, it just seems so fun, but every time I watch it, I'm just like, I don't feel like watching this ever again. But yeah, no, big fights like these, like, I gotta watch Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul. I mean, who's gonna not watch that shit? Like, that just sounds so interesting. But yeah, fuck. That's about it, guys. That's all I wanted to say. So yeah, check out the live stream tomorrow and stay safe out there.